Welcome to your daily writing habit, episode number 951. If you are writing a book or thinking about it, or maybe you've started writing your book but you need some help getting it done, you are in the right place. Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm your host, Christine Whitmarsh. If you're looking for me online, look for Christine Inc., like that stuff we write with. Each day, I'm sharing with you the writing habits I've learned over my 20 years as a ghostwriter, book coach, and author. I have found that 3 things in particular have a huge impact on your success as an author, and they even have the ability to turn a quote-unquote non-author, I'm not an author, how could I be an author? I barely write anything, how could I be an author? That person, into a published book author. Those 3 things are writing fundamentals, productivity, and mindset habits. Here's today's quote. Who wants to become a writer? And why? Because it's the answer to everything. It's the streaming reason for living, to note, to pin down, to build up, to create, to be astonished at nothing, to cherish the oddities, to let nothing go down the drain, to make something, to make a great flower out of life, even if it's a cactus. Enid Bagnold. And once again, good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. You know, it's FAQs Friday, where I answer your frequently asked questions, whatever book-related questions are on your mind. You send them to me. I will do my best to answer them here every Friday. Here is today's FAQ. What is a good singular starting point for marketing my book, and when should I start doing it? And I have a great answer to that. My answer is one of my inventions that I love inventing things for authors. And one of them is a brand messaging bank. And here's what a brand bank is in a nutshell. It's a dual tool, like those boxes of Nerds candies back in the day. I forget if it was like the 70s or the 80s, those Nerds candies where you get a different flavor of candy on each side. So in a brand bank, on one side, you get a brainstorming tool to get clarity on what your book is, what it's really about, and why it's valuable to readers, what you're promising them. On the other side, you have a bank of ready-made marketing copy that you can use to talk about your book on social media, in blog posts, email newsletters, media blurbs, and more. The great news is, no matter where you are in the book writing process, no matter where you are, you can start making deposits into your brand bank now. Get it? Bank deposits. For example, whenever you write a line or a paragraph that's really good, something that really represents or teases your book, because we all do that. We're writing our book and we start thinking about how to market it, and you come up with those really cool lines. Well, copy paste it into your brand bank document, which can be as simple as just another Word document or Google Doc that you have open in the background for these occasions. Make a deposit into it. Or maybe outside of when you're writing your book, maybe you're talking about it to a friend or mentor or coach or writing group, and someone reflects something back to you that describes a really cool aspect of your book. Sometimes other people can do that. They can see our work more clearly than we can see it ourselves. You can deposit what they say into your brand bank. So those are just 2 examples of things that you could add to your brand bank, things you can later shape and fine-tune, and then withdraw later on to turn into something bigger, like a social media post, blog post, all those, even a video, podcast episode, all the different ways that you talk about yourself in your book. Your brand bank is a way of collecting these potential marketing ideas and thoughts and language and verbiage and one-liners about your book. Fill it with those one-liners and blurbs, maybe entire trains of thought. It could be everything from 1 sentence to several pages, depending on what hits you, or actual material from your book that you end up cutting. That might make good satellite content later on. So the cutting room floor, put that in your brand bank. So yes, reiterating the second part of my answer, you can start your brand bank now. Consider it a low time investment, low stress, super easy way to get a jump start on your book marketing, even while you're still writing your book, but not something that will distract you from your writing. So I will drop a link in the show notes where you can get my free guide, giving you more information on how to write your brand bank. So what about you? What questions do you have for me about writing and finishing writing an awesome book? Please send them to me through my website contact page. I will put that link in the show notes, or wherever you come across me on social media. Just let me know that it's a question for an FAQs Friday episode. Thank you for joining me here on Your Daily Writing Habit, where I am helping you write and finish writing an awesome book. I would appreciate it so much if you could subscribe and follow the show wherever you happen to be listening to it, and leave a review while you're there. Thank you. Until tomorrow, happy writing.